Wawancara.
Jadi ini yang 150.
Iya, dapat salah.
And thank you truly to our hosts, Jakarta Intercultural School, Mrs. Nelson, Axel, and so many of the students and teachers here, Minister Nadeem, with whom I'm looking forward to chatting soon, and everyone else who's made this initiative possible. And if I may highlight in particular, joining us a few months ago were over 100 teachers around Indonesia who for the past 6 months have become students from around Indonesia. And as of this past week, and as of really this past weekend, will they again become teachers, this time of computer science. And we're so looking forward to seeing you all in more detail tomorrow and Saturday at our workshop. So thank you for As you came in, if you didn't see already, allow me to invite you to visit this URL here on your phone if you have access, pollev.com/cs50. Or if it's a little easier, let me put up a 2D barcode that your camera should be able to scan and allow you to visit this same URL.
Sit next to David. We met at Harvard a while back. I was so inspired by what he has built. It's a lot bigger than a class. It's actually more like a movement. And when we talk about Merdeka Belajar and the entire educational reform movement, we always say that it's got to be a movement for it to really take shape. Now, David, I have my first question for you, and I'm very, very curious. I mean, you're a celebrity. You've been successful. He's a celebrity, and probably one of the, if not the most well-known introductory course to computer programming in the U.S., possibly the world. But what I really want to know is, why did you decide to go around the world and do these products? You could have just continued to make your program bigger at Harvard, more students, more classes, or extend to other Ivy League universities, maybe do partnerships. Why did you decide to go around the world, and why did you decide to come to Indonesia to do this?
Well, thank you, certainly, for the kind words. I think early on, when I started teaching this class, CS50, it was in 2007, and one of the first things we did was only, in fairness, make it available to students at Harvard's Extension School, which is our continuing education program.
Okay, student, I'm here with Professor Malan from Harvard University. Why should we learn about computer science? I will invite Mr. Malan to encourage you to know more about computer science or coding.
I teach a course, thank you, called CS50 at Harvard, which is our introductory course in computer science that teaches students back home and now around the world how to program. And programming for me was just a very exciting field because I was finally able to create software of my own as opposed to only downloading and installing something that someone else had written. And in fact, you'll find that computer science and programming are very applicable beyond computer science itself. If you're interested in the arts, humanities, sciences, and beyond, you can use code to solve problems in so many other domains as well.
Okay, how about for junior high school, middle school, and high school students? Do you have a message for them? So let them encourage to do course or absorb the information about the computer science.
Absolutely. Programming takes time. So even if you've started to learn how to program in school or out of school, and you've gotten frustrated because you can't figure something out, or there's a bug, a mistake that you can't solve, that's totally normal. So just get comfortable being uncomfortable sometimes and try to focus, taking breaks as needed until finally you're able to solve that challenge.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Professor Malan. And this is good for our students, junior and high school students. This is CS50. Thank you. Okay, students, now I'm with Miss Margaret Thanos. She's expert in C language and anything about coding. Okay, Miss Margaret, do you have any message for junior or high school students so they can encourage themselves to learn about coding or C language?
By using CS50?
Yeah.
Well, I think CS50 is an amazing curriculum, and the
structure of the lectures and all of the resources really allows students to kind of deep understanding to be able to move through the course and eventually learn other languages as well to have a full kind of experience in the world of computer science.
So it will be a lot of fun here for the junior high school student or high school student.
For junior high school students?
Yeah.
Yeah, for junior high school students, I think it's great to get a little preview of maybe not the entire curriculum, but a little preview of, you know, how to actually code real-world applications and real-world problems. So I think it's fabulous.
Okay, thank you, students. It's good advice for you. So do it with CS50 curriculum, and then you can do it. Thank you.
Okay, good luck.